going on, guys, and welcome back to the Philly and Pack podcast. My name is Ethan Jennings, and with me is my friend and colleague, Lam Ngafeeson. How you doing, Lam?
I'm doing great. We're about to do our SEC predictions for college football. So let's hop right into it with Alabama. So yeah, we have them going 12-0. I mean, Alabama is obviously a school you can count on to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to win the national championship, but I definitely think they're just the most talented team in this conference right now. They're definitely going to have some competition, but I think Mac Jones, is it?
Yes, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones had some pretty good games last year, especially against Auburn. Even though they lost that game, he had a pretty good game. So I feel like they can develop with him, as now that he knows he's the primary guy. They can definitely move on with him, and I think they're going to be... I mean, they're Alabama. They can only do so bad.
They're not going to, not have a five-star recruit.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep reloading. I think that even though they're going to be undefeated, they're going to have a less talented roster.
And Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle are probably going to both go in the first round next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But that brings us to Arkansas, the Razorbacks here.
Yep.
We have them at 4-8. They're just not that great of a team. They don't have, a good amount of talent compared to the rest of the SEC, so we don't really see them competing that much. They're in the West, I believe, so, they got to play Alabama, Auburn, LSU, a whole bunch of teams every year.
We have Auburn here. We have them going 10-2. Of course, Cam's brother, Cam's brother transferred from Howard. I think he has a good chance of being their starter.
Yeah, there's also Bo Nix, who I think very highly of at Auburn. And when I did this, way before I had a YouTube channel, right after the season ended, I did, a really early predictions before Cam's brother was at Auburn. Put Auburn as a, national championship contender.
Yeah, Auburn has a really good team. They did lose Derek Brown and Noah Igbogini.
And another defensive tackle who will put on the screen.
Yes, they did. A lot of losses, but they still have a really great team, great coaching. They're probably going to get another great batch of recruits. Yeah. So we have Auburn going 10-2.
And now we have Florida, who we have at 11-1. Florida is a really solid football team.
This might be the best Florida team in the last decade.
Yeah.
For sure.
Florida has a really talented roster and a pretty easy schedule.
Yeah.
If you look at who they lost last year, they only had one first-round pick, and that was C.J. Henderson, a corner. But really, Florida has not lost too much, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Definitely.
They still have a lot of their starters, so Florida will be a very good team. Obviously Georgia in their side of the SEC, but still I think they could definitely contend for a SEC championship. But now we have the other SEC East champion contender. We have Georgia, who we have going 10-2. A small step down. They lost Jake Fromm. Yes. Obviously, Georgia, another one of those schools like Alabama that'll just, reload.
Yeah, they also lost their running back in...
Oh, my God. How are we forgetting his name?
Oh, my God.
Last name is Swift.
DeAndre Swift. Okay.
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Georgia lost their running back in DeAndre Swift. I can't believe we forgot that.
Yes, but, So some deductions on the offensive side, but their defense is still solid, and I feel like they're just going to get a 5-star recruit running back and quarterback again, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but now we have Kentucky, a 7-5 team here. They lost a couple pieces on their team, but Kentucky is on their way up. They had one good season that I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, I actually really like Kentucky, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Like, I feel like they have a dynamic offense. They just need more dynamic guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they definitely have a good
And,
offensive scheme. We saw how they tore up Penn State a couple years ago in the Citrus Bowl. We lost to Kentucky.
I got you. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
LSU.
Anyways, LSU, former national champions. Their entire team got drafted.
Like, literally, how many players got drafted from LSU?
I mean,
it had to be 10 plus.
If you were a junior or senior, you got drafted.
Yeah.
If you were on LSU, you got drafted.
Yeah. I mean,
and so, yeah, their team is looking.
They're going to take a step down.
I think they're going to take a step back.
I mean, that was one of the most loaded rosters we have seen in a while.
Yeah, I mean,
and you're just gonna have so many guys go off the board when you have that talented of a team.
I mean, Joe Burrow had probably the best quarterback season in college football history.
Definitely recent history.
So if you're going, I don't really care who you recruit. I don't think anyone's gonna do anything near that.
No.
And so, with that being said, and how insanely explosive their offense was, so their defense didn't really have to be on the field as much. So I feel like that's going to bring them down a bit. Their recruits are not all going to be draft. I don't think all the recruits next year are going to be first, second round prospects again. So because of that, in a hard conference, we have them going 8-4.
Yeah. This brings us to Mississippi State. They just hired a new coach in Mike Leach. They did lose their quarterback in Tommy Stevens, although Tommy Stevens, not really a
world beater.
Yeah, so it's not going to be a huge issue.
Yeah,
but Mississippi State's just a solid squad.
Yeah, they did lose their linebacker in I think it was Willie Gay Jr.
Yes. I think yeah.
Yeah, Willie Gay Jr. He was a good guy, but
or was he secondary? I don't know.
Yeah, we have struggled today, okay?
Yeah,
it's
been hard.
Pay attention to the pictures, okay?
Yeah, to the record, yeah.
Yeah, anyways, we have Missouri here. We have them going 4-8. Kind of the only team in I don't know when they're gonna be good. It's taking some time.
Yeah, I mean Missouri, they got hurt a little bit with those sanctions, but they're kind of trying to find their way back, but they're still gonna go 4-8 here. It's gonna be a rough season. Is Kelly Bryant still eligible? Is he still at Missouri? I'm not sure.
He might be.
We'll have to check in on that after we are done recording this video. But now we got another kind of doormat in the SEC.
Yeah, Ole Miss. I mean,
I like
I like the school too. I mean, the past was pretty good to them. The future.
Yeah, this is just bad.
And the present really isn't right now. I mean, 3-9, the worst record in the SEC. I mean, you can't really point out a guy on their team that you think is going to go in the first 2 rounds, so that kind of says
DK
enough.
Metcalf.
They
is a Seahawk now.
They had I said like now for their team right now. So I mean
they've always had some decent players, but even
rounds,
this year, I just don't see that much coming out of Ole Miss.
No, they might have another surprise guy because they usually do have a nice player in there.
Yeah, normally in their receiving core or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know how DK Metcalf is going in the NFL right now. The Seahawks are benefiting a lot from that. But now we have South Carolina, who did lose Brian Edwards, right? That's his name, right?
Yes.
And then Javon Kinlaw, obviously, a first-rounder.
Average team this year if they don't have another insane guy that pops out of nowhere. So, 6-6.
Yeah. But
moving on to Tennessee.
A team that we could possibly be a top 25 team.
I possible.
Doubt it. I doubt it. I might be wrong. I'm not sure about
Tennessee. I'm a bit
Tennessee.
more optimistic about that.
I mean, I'm optimistic. I think Tennessee will definitely be in the top 25 at some point. Because Tennessee.
I really don't feel like they lost anyone. I cannot think of a Tennessee prospect that got drafted high in this draft.
Alvin Kamara, that was like a couple years ago. So
yeah, they just have a really well glued together team that plays together, and I feel like they don't really have a lot of superstars, but they have a lot of good level guys that can produce for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have them going 8-4. So yeah.
Yeah. So now we have Texas A&M, a team who was supposed to be good last year, kind of fell short, but I think this year they're gonna go 9-3. Kellen Mond at quarterback. You know, there are some doubts there, but I do think that he will be able to perform.
I mean, they've definitely surrounded him with a team that can help him elevate his game. I think he just needs to be a bit more confident and rely more on his arm than his running ability.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But now the final team, good old Vandy. The classic doormat of the SEC.
4-8.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
What do we say?
I mean, you had Jay Cutler that one time.
Yeah, they had a good running back too.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I want to say they're good, but I just can't.
Actually, I don't want to say they're good. I mean, they're not, so I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. 4-8. That went pretty fast.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more sports videos. See you guys next time.